Scandal Squad, hit that like button while we get into the mess. So I'm giving updates from the trial. Y'all, the government has Diddy on the ropes. Today is week 3, day 11. We have another star witness, and it's his ex-employee Capricorn Clark, who worked for Diddy for years. She's testifying as we speak. She is supporting the testimony that Kid Cudi gave about his relationship with Cassie. So Capricorn is basically outlining him accusing her of theft and subjecting her to a week of interrogations, having her take a lie detector test. The scene is like straight out of a movie. Like, he took her to some abandoned building with some guy. Well, let me not say him, but you know, his little cronies. Took her to an abandoned building with some guy grilling her. She's already nervous, which is messing up the results. So the guy is trying to administer the test, but he can't get real good results. So he said, if we can't get this right, I'm gonna have to throw you in the East River. Can you imagine, you guys? This girl is terrified. Can you imagine? This is like straight out of a Lifetime movie with the diddler, okay? Then she's working dang near 20 hours a day. She's due some overtime. So when she goes to the head of HR, which I don't even know why they had HR. I mean, Diddy was running his organization like the Wild Wild West. The woman from HR gives her like a form or document stating that she's owed like $80,000. Girl, Capricorn, why you even go ask Diddy? You know this man is a nut. You gonna tell him he owes somebody something? He owes you $80,000? Well, child, Diddy did just like Tasha K. Remember when Tasha K, when Cardi B was suing Tasha K, and she said she gonna wipe the lawsuit, wipe her ass with the lawsuit? Basically, Diddy just took the paper and ripped it up right in front of her face. Like, girl, come on, quit playing with me. I mean, this is unbelievable. It's unreal, you know? So then she talks about Cassie dating Kid Cudi. Now, this is the part where it gets really, really good. 'Cause now they're kind of lining him up and they're trying to show the kidnapping part. Before all of the drama started, she did warn Cassie that it was a bad move. I mean, personally, I'd be pissed. Like, if you tell your friend and you guys know you're messing with a man who is a literal nut, don't get me involved in your nonsense. But you know how girls and how women do. You know, she was trying to support her. So this is where the prosecution is really laying in the kidnapping charge. I'm going to read a little bit of the testimony. And this is the night that Diddy makes Capricorn Clark take him to Kid Cudi's house. This is where Diddy's going to have a problem. This is where the prosecution is really trying to line him up. Government, what were you doing for Miss Ventura? Capricorn, managing her image to maximize the optics for her, for Sean Combs. He had final approval on everything. Government, in LA, where did you live? Capricorn, a gated community. We had followed Kim Porter there. Government, where was Miss Ventura? Capricorn, in New York City on the West End. She would come to LA and stay with him or me or in a hotel. Government, who else was Miss Ventura seeing? Capricorn, Kid Cudi. Government, how'd you learn that? Capricorn, she brought him to my apartment. Government, what did she say? Capricorn, she texted me they were going to this public place in LA. I told her it was a bad idea and to delete the text. Government, why? If Mr. Combs learned about Mr. Combs paid for my phone and hers. Capricorn, I took Cassie to Best Buy to get her a burner phone. Government, when did Mr. Combs return to town? Capricorn, not long after. He took Cassie to a hotel, the Cipriani. Government, and then Capricorn, December 22nd, 2011, between 5:30 and 6 a.m., there was a banging at my door. Government, what did you see through the peephole? Capricorn, a furious puff. Combs, agnophilia. Objection. Judge, ask another question, Miss Steiner. Government, what was his movement? Capricorn, pacing with something in his hand. Government, did you open the doors? Capricorn, I did. Government, what was he wearing? Capricorn, button-down sweater, torn pants, and he was holding a GUN. He came into my apartment and said, why didn't you tell me who was Scott? I said, I don't know any Scott. Government, what did he say? We're going to this in. Government, where was the gun? Capricorn, in his hand. I said, I didn't want to go. He said, I don't give a F what you want. Get dressed. That's kidnapping, y'all. That's kidnapping right there. Government, what concerns did you have? Capricorn, he'd never come to my house. Government, did you try to escape? Capricorn, no, I got dressed. So you guys, this is where they're really going to kind of hem him up on that whole kidnapping situation right there. And it's with a weapon. Government, who joined in? Capricorn Clark, Ruben in the black Escalade executive class. Government, where was Ruben? Capricorn, driver's seat. I got in the back seat, right hand side. Mr. Combs was in the left next to me. Usually he would have sat in the front. G.U.N. was in his lap. So I'm going to skip down to, they're just kind of some details, just not even that important. She says, I called Cassie on her burner. I said, Cassie, where the F? I told her Puff was at Cuddy's house. Then I changed my number and my phone to my best friend Stormy. Government, what did you hear on the phone? Capricorn, that Scott was at Cassie's. Government, when Mr. Combs comes back? Capricorn, he took my phone, called the last number. Then I saw Cuddy was driving up. Mr. Combs saw my face and said, that's that end right there. So she has to know that she's in the car with a phone that Diddy's going to pat her down or take any devices that she has. But, you know, that's in hindsight, you guys. Capricorn, we drove off. We saw the police driving the other way towards Cuddy's. Puff was pulling himself together. We stopped at the Key Club and he told me to call Cassie. What did you tell Cassie? Capricorn, that he had me and wouldn't let me go. Government, how did Miss Ventura respond? Capricorn, she said, okay, come get me. She was calm. What did Mr. Combs tell you? Capricorn, to convince Cuddy not to say that it had been him at his house. I picked up Cassie. Government, where'd you go? Capricorn Clark, we went to Cuddy's and tried to convince him not to file a police report. Government, what did you tell them? Capricorn, that Puff came to my house with a GUN. Government, what did you tell them he said? Capricorn, if you tell on him, he'll hurt us all. Uh-oh, that's damning. Government, what was Mr. Muscotty's reaction? I hope I'm saying this man's name right, you guys. Capricorn Clark, mind blown. Combs team objects. Judge sustain. Government, what happened at the house? Capricorn, he was kicking Cassie again and again. Oh my God. Government, how was Cassie? In a fetal position, Mr. Combs kicked her all the way to the street. She was crying silently. Government, where was he kicking her? Capricorn, her backside. Where were you? 5 feet away, and so was Rube. Government, what did Mr. Combs say to you? He said, if you jump in, I'm going to F you up too. What did Robe do? Nothing. Who did you call? D-Rock. I told him, tell your brother to stop Puff. He is kicking the ish out of her. And this kind of stops right there. So I'm going to pick it up again as they continue. You know, they have the little sidebars and take breaks. So, whoo, this is a lot, y'all. But yeah, this testimony right here is aligning with things that Cassie has said, Kid Cudi, and it's just a slow build. The government is having a slow build, but y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.